Hello and welcome to Tuner Tips by todderbert. In front of us, we have the Sixthgu. This is a 10,000 milliamp hour, 20 watt power delivery Type-C power bank. You can find these selling on Amazon for $15.99. Thought that was a respectable price for what this offers. Pretty impressed. So here's the box everything came in. It's empty, took everything out. So let's toss that aside. And of course, show you what comes in the box. We get the wonderful Sixthgu power bank. Ciao. Yeah, center down there. We also get a USB to Type-C power cable, and we get an awesome manual. So here we go. We'll open it up real quick. They show that if you have low power devices, use the standard USB port to Type-C to charge them, headphones or smartwatches. But if you have tablets, smartphones, high power devices, use your Type-C port for maximum charging. In this video, I will push the limits of this charger. Okay, got that. Another important factor, it says right there, simultaneous charging and self-charging are not supported. That means no through charging is supported on this device. Not a big deal. It's a small capacity unit. Didn't expect it to. So here you go. Information. You got input. So it's got a fast input charge, which is really fast and nice. I like that. 18 watts in. Down there in output, you get your 20 watts. You got 9 volts, 2.22 amps, and 12 volts at 1.67 amps. Nice. There you go. Some dimensions there and weight. And then, of course, 18-month warranty with their email. Contact them, see if they're there. All right, so we're done with the brochure. Toss aside, toss aside. Okay, let's go over dimensions of this bad boy. So we have a width of 2 5/8 of an inch or 68 millimeters. We have a length of 5 5/8 of an inch or 143 millimeters. And we have a depth of 5/8 of an inch or 15 millimeters. Even says the capacity in case you forget. Embossed in the plastic. Beautiful. Now, I had to dig through my power bank boxes to figure out what I had to compare it to for size comparison, and they don't really have them available anymore. But if you've been watching my channel, you'll recognize Mr. Batt. Love the name. PS039, 10,000 milliamp hour bank. It's more of a thick style, as you can see. A little more compact. This is more of a phone style. And then my favorite is the NinjaBatt. This is a fast charging one, just like this. This has 18 watt output. This is a little higher. I really like this one. Soft touch plastics, but you can't get it anymore. That's a bummer. This one has dual USB outputs plus a Type-C, which I thought was great. And it has fast charge input and fast charge output. If they ever have this available again, I'll link it. But otherwise, this is the replacement. So there you go for size comparison. All right, we'll move that out of the way. I got to make room for my demo. I'm going to be demoing this thing with a lot of cool stuff. We got a deck of cards. Iron Man, he's the man with the master plan. He loves power banks in every hand, man. There you go. Business end. Nice. All right. Cool. So let's look at the features of the Sixthgu. I think I'm saying that right. I looked up the GU and how to say that. And it's Chinese for something. All right. So it's a hard plastic enclosure. No soft touch plastics. It's got kind of a textured finish. It's got their name emblazoned down there. So it's cool. It's got a power button right here. Press it. Gives you the status of the battery pack. And when you're fast charging out or in, that top LED turns green. So you know you're in the high output mode. Not bad. Down here at the bottom, in case you forget, model number, capacity, internal, your Type-C input, what you can expect, and then of course the output on the standard USB, and then of course the max on the Type-C. It's a little different. It's not the same on the regular USB, which I'll go over. So yeah, it's pretty neat. There is no slow charging. Again, they recommend using the intelligent one over here for the slow charging devices. There is no always on type mode where you double tap or press and hold. So yeah, you can turn it on. It's nice. Double tap, turn it off. Especially if you're charging a device, you can quick stop it without disconnecting it like that. So on the business end here, we have two jacks here. We have standard USB. That's an output only. That's a Qualcomm 3.0 pretty much. That is a 5 volt, 3 amp, 9 volt, 2 amps, and 12 volts, 1.5 amps. So Good for our radios, flashlights, does a good job. For power delivery, for using it to charge other batteries, using it to charge phones, tablets, this is the way to go. It'll discharge quickly, of course, but the power delivery is nice. Input, 5 volts, 3 amps, 9 volts, 2 amps, 12 volts, 1.5 amps, and of course your output's a little boosted to get that 20 watt rating, extra 2 watts. 5 volts, 3 amps is 18 watts, but your 9 volts at 2.22 amps is your 20 watts, or just under 19.9 something. And then 12 volts at 1.67 amps. So, yeah, not bad at all. So, yeah, loving it. So, yeah, total power delivered. Let's talk about that real quick. So, this delivered 6,100 milliamp hours. It's 31.13 watt hours. And it was at 5 volts at 1 3/4 amps. So, I was pulling a little bit more than average for testing that. For comparison's sake, the NinjaBatt delivered 6,600, but its watt hours was 34.24, so not much more in the watt hour department. So they're both pretty decent units. This one might have just a little bit more capacity, but this was discharging at 1.5 amps. So they're similar. This may have just a little edge to it, but again, you can't get it anymore. Darn it. But that's the way it goes. All right. So yeah, delivered power. Pretty impressed with it because this is above average. I think this one goes around 5,900 to give you an idea. So yeah, today's inflation rate, it's not bad to own. And plus this is a fast charger. Love it. So I covered that. So let's get to demoing it. Yeah, so I'm going to hook up some things to it. Right away, we're going to show you the input charging in effect. So I got a USB. Let's see here. I'll try to bring it over to the table here. Got a little meter on it. Qualcomm 3.0 charger. XTAR branded. Let me just unlock my flashlight here because we're going to be doing a lot of this. I just want to show you the input. Let's see here. We got. Plug that in. Turn it on so you can see what's going on there. I probably should get the. I don't know. I think that's the right screen. There's a bunch of different screens on here, which is cool. These are really neat meters, by the way. That's the one I usually use. And plug this in. And that top light should change green. There it goes. Bring it up close and personal. There you are. It's pretty neat. See in the dark. And of course, you can see down there that it's charging at 9 volts. And of course, this thing's pretty full, so it's not charging at 2 amps because, yeah, it's full. But just to show you, it supports fast charging. Beautiful. Nice. Okay, so, yeah, that's one demo done. Let's do some more. All right. We're going to move this up off the table, get it back out of the way. What else can we do? Let's have some fun. So I'm going to disconnect this. Now, it's pretty much one device or another. You can't do 2 devices really well with this. I tried it. It's best just to do one or the other. So charge one radio or one power, one flashlight, whatever you plan. So what I'm going to do is hook up this bad boy. It's upside down. So we'll plug this dang meter in. You get my color, Iron Man. Okay, so I got a flashlight. I got this through night. It's 18650. It can take quite a bit of a charge. I think up to 2.5 or 3 amps. I forget. It's pretty fast charging. So I'm going to plug this in. I think it should go 2 amps. So I'm going to plug this. It's Type C to USB. And I'm going to plug this right in here. Because I tried Type C on these little Type C things. And it wasn't quite working on this lower power. So it works good on the high power stuff. So we'll plug that in. And if it doesn't start right away, you can hit the button. There you go. And we're charging our flashlight. There you go, flashlight. Little red LEDs indicated, and we are charging at 5 volts, 2 amps. Again, pretty basic here. Nothing super fast, but still pretty neat to show. Cool if you're in a bind. This would be nice to have for lower power flashlights. Probably not for this flashlight, because you'd probably be able to charge this flashlight maybe twice, and that's it. This power bank's depleted. I guess not bad if you use your flashlight quite a bit and you want to have an extra power bank on hand. So I believe you can turn this light on while you're charging. Not bad. All right, so we'll go ahead and disconnect that. What else can we show you? All right, let's go to the high power stuff. So we're going to disconnect this. And let's bring in something fun. And we'll do some final thoughts in a little bit, but I want to show you charging a radio, of course, the basic stuff. But the big one is showing the output, the max output. So I have a VC8 Plus fully loaded, and this light's in the way, so I'm going to move that out of the way. There we go. Getting a little glare. So it's loaded up with 8 18650s. It's pretty awesome. You gotta love it. It's got a Type C to Type C. It allows 5 volts at 2 amps or 9 volts at 2 amps. So it allows me to get my 18 watts. So we'll go ahead and fast charge these batteries with this little power bank, which is not the smartest thing because it would deplete this thing super quick to try to charge 8 batteries. But just to show you, of course you could just do a couple, like 4, but I'm just showing it. Yeah, it goes to green mode, means we're fast charging mode. Beautiful. And then I'll show you what the readout of the charger says here. And as you can see, each cell is charging near a half amp each. So we're getting, 460 milliamps on each one. That's all 8. Get all 8 in there in the frame. That's cool. Yep, pretty handy. I like this charger too. It's an awesome charger. So there you go, working. Off the grid, rocking. Just wish this was a bit thicker, more capacity. Then this would make sense. But this is just to show you pushing the limits. It's working. Not skipping a beat. Now some cheaper ones would fail this test. It would keep resetting the charger. This one's not resetting, which is fantastic. Rock on, loving it. All right, so let's charge our radio, and then we're done. And we'll do some final thoughts to the side. Just unplug that. Yeah, no, I like the compactness of this. Pretty nice. Yeah, like I say, it's about the size of a phone. I'm looking around to see if I have a phone. I think I do, like an older iPhone 6. Yeah, iPhone S, I think it's a 6S. Guess look at the stuff on it. I use it as a backup recorder. But as you can see, iPhone 6, old school. About the same size. Nice. All right, throw it aside. Let's charge a radio because I need to. This is great for the low power radios, like a Radio Wow, or say a PL330 single sideband radio. This is nice because these both take BL5C batteries, which is about 1,000 milliamp hour capacity. And I'll be honest with you, the Texan PL330 has excellent battery management, running the clock. This thing hasn't been charged in quite a while, and that battery meter is still showing full. This one here, the same amount of time between charges, and it's already dead. So Radio Wows, they lose their charge quicker, maybe because they're doing the temperature monitoring, which the Texan does not. That's what my guess is. But you can charge, of course, both radios because they both have the micro USB input. But I want to let you know the Texan is better on the BL5C battery if you're concerned, because a lot of people don't like the BL5C. I don't mind it if it's handled right, and the Texan does the best job. But the Radio Wow is a $40 radio, and I can let that slip. I don't mind. So we'll plug that in. Automatically turns on. Beautiful thing. And now we are charging our Radio Wow. As it was flashing, it needed the charge. There you go. Cool. This one has a bright white light. Yeah, it does. Cool. All right. You get the idea. It is charging this radio. Show the whole cable and everything into focus. All right, so we're done here. So yeah, quick video. All right, so there it is. This Sixthgu. It's a nice little power bank. I'm gonna give it a definitely recommendation. Seems sturdy enough. I have like 5 or 6 charges in it so far. It seems straight up honest on the output. As I mentioned, let me see if I get my color back here. Yeah, there we go. It has great power delivery, liking that. As you saw, I had no problem charging those 18650s or my through-night flashlight or the radios. It does an excellent job all around. Definitely gets a thumbs up for me. Check out the links below if you want to support the channel. Pick yourself up one. I think you'll like it. Again, if you had like Mr. Bat and he's finally dead, or NinjaBatt, you can't get any more, just pick yourself up one of these and off you go. These have been around a while and decent ratings. I like it. So rock on. 2, if you like the inexpensive power banks, want to keep an eye out, definitely subscribe to my channel. I like to pick one up every month or so and do a little review on them. So hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon to get notified of those reviews. And of course, deals, because these go on sale. Sometimes they do. I'll post them to my community section. And 3, comment below what you think about the Sixthgu. Sixthgu. It has kind of an accent. I'm not saying it right, but yeah. 20-watt power delivery Type-C power bank. You liking it? I mean, I like the non-soft touch. I like the standard plastics. Like that's compact enough to go anywhere with you. Right in a coat pocket, no big deal. That's handy. Cool. Tell me what you think. Alrighty. There it is. I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.